folks. So today we're going to study writing and evaluating expressions. We will write expressions to represent real world situation. Then we will evaluate the expressions again using real world situations. Are you ready? Now, every time you have a math lesson, at the end, what's happening? Teachers will always give you a word problem, right? And that's always the difficulty of students. There are different ways to solve word problems. Sometimes we draw a picture, we make a list, we guess and check, we work backwards, we act it out, we make a model, we identify a pattern, we break it up and solve a simpler problem. But today's focus is what? Is writing a number sentence or an equation with an equal sign. But our focus is the one without the equal sign. We can also write an expression. Expression. An expression has numbers, has variable or variables like X, Y, Z, and it also has an operation plus, minus, times, divide. Okay? But no equal sign. So our focus is how to write an expression. And you've learned this before. There are keywords. Like for example, let me just circle or highlight important words. Like when you see the word what? When you see the word together, right? More than, you're thinking of addition. What else? When you see the word reduce, okay? When you see the word difference, you know that's subtraction. After reading a problem, you see the word off, times, triple, twice, you need to multiply. When you see the word half, when you see the word quotient, shared equally, that's division. And when you see the word is, when you see the word same value as, that means equal. Okay, all of this, review all of these words because eventually when you read a problem, the words will become symbols. Symbols meaning you write numbers and operations. Okay, so that's our focus for today. From a word problem, we will write them as expressions. Let's learn the lesson by doing this problem. Marissa is building a rectangular garden behind her house. Okay, we know that. And she wants to use the house as one side. The house is one side of the garden for shade. And the length of the house should be 3 times the width of the garden. We will write an algebraic expression that will model the amount of fencing Marisa will require. Okay? So question, we want to know the amount of fencing Marisa would require. Number 2, we have to write an expression. Expression doesn't have an equal sign. Remember that. Okay, the clues that we know that the side of the house is the length. And what else do we know about the length? The length is 3 times the width. Okay, what strategy? Maybe we could do some drawing. And then next, we will write the expression. Expression. Okay, so let's make some drawing now. This is the house. This is the house. Okay, behind the house, you will need a fence over here, a fence over there, and a fence over there. Okay, so 3 fences. Okay, but this part is the width. The shorter one is the width. Okay, that is also a width. So I write W, right? W stands for width. Take note, W stands for width. Okay, what else? So this is the length. The longer side is the length. Okay, and where do I see that? The length is the side of the garden. Okay, so if you need fencing, what will you do? The fencing will be, if you look at this, W plus W plus length. All right, that's the only fence. Actually, that's already an expression. But let's make it more simple or simplified. Remember, what do you know about the length? The length is 3 times the width. 3W. So instead of writing L alone, I could write W plus W plus 3W. All right. So now you would see like terms. Remember like terms? We've studied like terms before. If that's only a W, there's a hidden coefficient of 1. There's a hidden coefficient of 1. So combined like terms, they're all W's. Add them up. How many W's do I have? W, 3 plus 1, it's 5W. So this is the expression that will help me solve for the total amount of fence, okay, that will be needed. And what is the W? W could be any number. W could be 5, 7, 9, 8. Just plug it in, multiply it by 5. Got it? Good. So in checking if we were right, you have to do evaluating. Okay, don't be scared by the word evaluating. Evaluating is simply substituting. All right, that's it. Substituting, or simply plug in plug in a value for X, Y, or Z, whatever variable you have. For example, in number 1, evaluate the algebraic expression when X is equal to 2. So they're telling you, yo, substitute. Remember when you play basketball, you get tired? A substitute will take your place. So instead of writing X, I will write 2. So instead of writing X, I will write 2. Instead of writing X, I will write 2. So what will happen to the other numbers? Simply copy them. 3 minus 2, parenthesis 1 minus 2 times 2. All right, so I substituted. So 3 minus 2 parenthesis. Will I subtract first or multiply first? I multiply. So 1 minus 4 parenthesis. Are we done? Not yet. Should I do the parenthesis first or subtract? PEMDAS, parenthesis first. So 3 minus 2 times 1 minus 4 is a negative 3. All right, we're almost done. Will I multiply first or subtract? Multiply first. So let's continue here. That becomes 3. Negative times negative is positive. So positive 6. So 3 plus 6 is a 9. So the final value is 9. 9 is now the value. Okay, the final value after we substituted. Okay, let's try another one. Now, there are 3 values given, specific values. A is equal to 8, B is equal to 2, and C is equal to 9. So if I see a C, instead of writing C, I will copy 9. There you go. Minus is still a minus. Instead of writing A, I will use an 8. 8 squared. And then the other letter B was not used, I copy 19. See, plug it in. So 9 will be alone 9. 8 times 8 is 64 plus 19. Okay, what do you do when you do subtraction and addition? Do it from left to right. Left to right. 9 minus 64 is 55. 55 negative plus 19. Okay? So how do you add a positive and a negative? 55 minus 19. 55 minus 19 is 36. 36. And what sign is 36? The bigger number is negative. There you go. We evaluated by substituting. More examples. Okay, x times y plus z. So don't be scared. Plug it in. My x is a 3. times y is a 6. Where did I get that? From here. Next, I add now the z. The z is a 9. See, just follow what was given to you first. Divided by 3. Then follow your PEMDAS. Multiply first. That's 18 plus 9 over 3. Will I divide immediately? No, not yet. Add it up first. So that's 27 divided by 3. What is 27 divided by 3? 9. So final. Easy, right? Okay, now instead of writing x, I will write a 2. Instead of writing y, I will write a 9. Okay, so let's do that now. 2 times 2 squared plus 3 times my y is a 9. I copy 9 plus 6. Follow your PEMDAS. Exponent first, so 2 times 4 plus 3 times 9. We can already solve that, 27 plus 6. Okay, multiply first 8 plus 27 plus 6. 8 plus 27 is 35 plus 6. 35 plus 6 is equal to 41. See, it's easy to evaluate, right? Simply substitute or plug in the given values. Now, we will use it in problem solving. Remember the problem solving we had a while ago about 5W, the fences needed? Remember the fence needed by Marisa? This is a W, a W. This is 3W. We said the fence needed would be W plus W plus 3W is equal to 5W. All right, 5W. Now, guess what? She already has 52 feet of fencing. She already knows the total fence needed. So, let's write it down. 5W, she already knows I have 52 feet. I have 52 feet. So what is the largest width that I could use? I want to know what the W is. Okay. What is the opposite of multiplying by 5? Dividing by 5, dividing by 5. Now W is alone. What is 52 divided by 5? 52 divided by 5 is 10.4. So let's write down 10.4 feet is the measure of one width. So 10.4 here, 10.4, 10.4 there, and then 3 times 10.4 here. 3 times 10.4 will be what? 31.2. 31.2. Okay? Guess what? If you add 10.4 plus 10.4 plus 31.2, what will you get? You'll get 52 feet. Okay? Good. Next, let's try another one. A truck driver covers 63.5 miles per hour for X number of hours. So that's a given. Along the way, the driver accidentally took a wrong turn and lost. Ooh, lost. The clue word is lost. When you lose something, think of a minus or a negative. Minus or a negative. The driver spent 6 hours on the road. How far did she travel in the correct direction? Okay, so let's see now. So remember 63.5 miles per hour. We don't know how many hours she traveled. Yes, we will check it out later. But after driving that, she lost, so minus 33.5. We need an expression here, so we leave it that way. We leave it that way. Okay, now, on the second part, they told you already, but look, this is per hour. I already know that x is equal to 6. So let's try it. So 63.5, we were now evaluating times 6 hours, then remove the 33.5 miles. So let's multiply, what's this? 63.5 times 6, you will get 381. 381. Subtract the 33.5 minus 33.5, you will get 347. 347.5 miles traveled. Okay, the first part is just writing an expression. The second part is evaluating. Remember again, in evaluating, we substituted a given value. Is it always 6? No, it could be any number specified by the teacher or by the problem. Okay, let's try another one. This year, Nelson planted more than one-fifth of the tomato planted last year. Which expression represents, okay, expression, the number of tomatoes he planted this year? Okay, think of one-fifth. One-fifth obviously is one-fifth of the tomato. The word of means times of x. We don't know. So how do you combine the times? One-fifth x. That's how you write it. You get rid of, that means times. So all of it has one-fifth x, one-fifth x. This doesn't show one-fifth, so I'm not going to use you. I'm not going to use you. But look at this. It says what? 6 more than. The problem is, will the 6 more than? So an addition of 6. So is that plus or minus? Correct. So 6 more than, do it at the end, plus 6. Because that more than goes there. Remember when you see the word more than, less than, that's the second part that you're going to do. It's not the first part, but the second part. Got it? So our answer is this one. After substituting, what is the first step? You only need the first step. When evaluating y is equal to 8, meaning I will substitute the value of y, which is 8. So let's plug it in. 4 times 8 plus 9 over 7. It's asking you now, what will I do next? Will I divide? Will I add? Or will I multiply? Okay? PEMDAS, remember? PEMDAS. Okay, is there a parenthesis? No. Is there an exponent? No. Multiply or divide first. What will I do first? I cannot divide, so therefore I multiply first. There you go. Correct. Try this. Pause it and answer it first before you play the video. Okay, try it first. Okay, let's see now. You're right. Parker is planning for a school picnic. He would like to have 2 hot dogs per person. Okay, so two hot dogs, 2 hot dogs per person. I don't know how many people or person would that be. So that person, I don't know. You're the X. And an extra 15. Extra, is it a plus or a minus? Extra is plus or minus? Plus, yes, 15. Okay. How many hot dogs does he need if there are 116 students, 116 students and 8 teachers? Okay. So 116 students and 8. So remember, the X represents what? X represents the person. So how many people are there? Is it only the students or including the teachers? What do you think? Yes, together. 116 plus 8. So that's going to be 14 to 124. So there are 124. Where do I plug that? 2 times 124. That's the number of people who will get 2 hot dogs each. And then add your extra 15. So this double 124 is 248. 248 plus 15 is what? Add mentally. Okay, if you can't add mentally, you can add on the side 248 plus 15. So that's going to be 13, 1, 4, 5, 6, 263. There you go. Easy? Okay, so let's do this last problem. Z is equal to 29. I want to know the value of the expression. That's the expression. I will simplify that. So instead of writing Z, I will write 27. So copy 7 over 9. Instead of Z, I write 27 times 27. There you go. Okay, minus 18. It is good to rewrite it, even if you can do it mentally. plus what? 1/3. Instead of writing Z, what do I write? I write 27. Okay, are we good so far? Okay, now, how do I do the multiplication first? Some of you probably forgot you could put over 1, right? You can cancel this and cancel that. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 27 divided by 9 is a 3. Okay. 7 times 3 is a 21. So the first part is a 21. Minus 18 over there. And then let's look at the second part. You can write it as 27 over 1. You can simplify. Divide by 3 is a 1. Divide by 3 is a 9. So 1 times 9 over 1 over 1. So simply a positive 9. So positive or plus 9. Okay. So 21 minus 18 is a 3. 3 plus 9 is equal to 12. So there's our answer. The final value is 12. So that's it, guys. So you can now write an expression, simplify it, and you can also what? Evaluate it. And you could do that with any word problem. So that's it. That's Rampage for today. Remember, results is equal to action plus motivation. Okay, goodbye.